Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. I am Darian, and today I'm going to talk to you about how you can turn loneliness into productivity. I believe that you can take the negative things that have happened to you in life, the hard things, the unfair things, all those things that maybe you wouldn't have wanted to walk through or go through, and turn them into something good. Now, of course, you may not be able to profit from every single thing that has happened in your life, but today I want to specifically talk about loneliness and how you can profit from it in your life. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and jump in. Feeling lonely is not something that is foreign. That is something that I believe every single person at some point in their life will feel, even if it's just for a small amount of time, because I believe that that feeling is there because there is something that we need to tap into. There is a message that is being sent to us. There is something that we need to go deeper and look at as to why we are feeling that way. One of the most common things that people do when they feel lonely is go find other people to be around. And for some, that may help for the moment, and for some, that may not help because that loneliness is there usually to signal something in you. When those people go home, you still have to face the fact that you are feeling what you are feeling inside. It's going to be pretty tiresome to try to keep people around you 24/7 to not address what you are feeling. Now, I want to say if you're feeling lonely because you want people around you, your feelings are valid. I'm not here to say that there's anything wrong with that, and I'm not here to take anything away from that. We all need people in our lives, and there is nothing wrong with wanting to have people around you that you can go to and talk to and have community and connections with. But when it becomes where you can't rely on just your own presence, where you're constantly seeking somebody else to be in your life to fill that void, then there's something deeper going on there. I believe that sometimes of loneliness in those seasons where we're forced to be alone, whether it's because of the way that circumstances have gone in life, because you traveled for a job or whatever the case may be, I believe that there is something in that season that we can get from that. Maybe that season that you have alone, when you are sitting by yourself in silence, you're able to now focus and get a fresh idea, a fresh business idea, a fresh idea for a community event or something that you want to put together. Maybe in that time of having that lonely season, it is time for you to go deeper and heal, because the person that is meant for you to come into your life is coming. And if you continue to fill this time with more and more people and just staying overly busy and not address what needs to be addressed, you can actually cause yourself to miss out on some great things that are trying to come into your life. In this time where you are feeling lonely, it can be easy to soak, and some people do go into depression. Some people are sad. Some people do mope around, and I'm not here to down talk that at all. I understand that when you're in a certain place, it can be hard to get up and be motivated and utilize what you're feeling, even the negative things, for something good. But I believe that in those times where you're feeling lonely, when you're feeling down, those are the best times to tap into your gifts, tap into what's inside of you that you have been given, so that you can use it to make a profit in this life. And that could be as simple as utilize the creativity that you've been given to create a production, and that goes somewhere. Or utilize the gifts that you have been given. Maybe you like fashion design or something like that, and start designing clothes. Do what you have been given in that arena and go with that. Now, that's not for everybody, of course, but I'm saying if you know that that is what you're supposed to be doing, if you know you have specific gifts and talents in a certain area, maybe start to go deeper into those places and see, how can I use this to benefit me in life? I myself am very much so into entrepreneurship and creating generational wealth and doing things the way that's going to profit you most. And I truly believe that we've been given these gifts and these skills and these talents and abilities to help us get there. But you have to be willing to tap in. You have to be willing at some times to say that I am not going to run after the group today. I'm going to sit at home and pour into myself and look inside inside myself and see what I'm good at. Look inside myself and see what I can do with this to make this happen. If you're watching this and you're like, I have no idea what my purpose is, I have no idea what my gifts and talents and skills are, I would say that the best place to start is to start to see the patterns in your life. What have you been good at? What has really had your interest? And from a genuine place, not because it looks lucrative or everybody has been doing it, but what genuinely do you like to do? What genuinely is something that you can do all day, even if you didn't get paid? Now, of course, we want to get paid for what we can get paid for, but even if money was never on the table, what would you like to continue to do if that wasn't an option? That sometimes can be where your purpose may lie, or the direction where you may need to go to discover your purpose. I have found in my own life that even though I found out part of my purpose at one time, I just thought that was my purpose. As I continued walking into my purpose, more things started to unravel and unveil. So I'll give you this example about my life. I have found that I have been one of those people that's like a girl's girl, or that's like supportive of others and things like that. And I never really knew why. It wasn't like I was necessarily surrounded by people that were doing the same thing or that were given, I guess, the best example of that. But it was just something that is just in me, especially now that I've done the healing and done the work. That part of me has been able to flow and prosper at a greater way than when I was unhealed and wasn't really tapped into who I am and what I'm supposed to be doing. And so when I started to notice that, I started to realize that it just flowed effortlessly. It wasn't like I was trying to be this girl's girl, I was trying to be over supportive for other people. It just flows naturally. I'm able to encourage others. I'm able to speak into others' life and tell them what they're supposed to be doing, maybe, or maybe you should try this route or go this way. And then later down the line, I found out that part of my purpose is actually to help other women feel beautiful. So I would find that I would be speaking into other women and talking into other women and, making them feel good. Even when I'm applying makeup and those type of things on them, I would see that I was making them feel better about themselves. Literally, all I was doing was showing up in the physical and doing makeup, doing skincare, complimenting somebody, or saying that this looks good or this looks good. And in the physical, I was doing things, but it was actually having an impact in other ways, emotionally, spiritually, and other avenues. And so if you feel like you have no idea what your purpose is, you don't even know what direction to even start regarding your purpose, I encourage you to look back over your life and look at the patterns. Look at what you have been good at, what you like, and what really inspires you, what really gives you that spark. I think sometimes we think that when we find our purpose, life is supposed to just be easy and just flow with no more problems. That honestly is one of the mindsets that I used to have before actually fully jumping into purpose. And now that I've actually jumped in and walked through it, I have found that it's actually seeming like I've had a little more resistance now being in purpose than when I wasn't in purpose. Are you gonna fight and persevere and keep going even when the first door is slammed in your face, even when things don't make sense, but deep down inside that you're supposed to be doing this and this is the path that you're supposed to be going? So I believe that finding your purpose is great, but I also believe that once you find your purpose, you have to have that drive, that ambition, that perseverance, that ability to keep going even though things in life may be saying no at the moment. You have to know when it is time for you to go full throttle and keep going. So when you're feeling these times of loneliness, I have found in my own personal life, and I truly believe those are the times when if you tap in, you can do some great things. Use that time where you're feeling negative to get yourself up and get busy. And I don't mean in an unhealthy way to busy yourself to where you are now just completely out of touch with what is going on in life. Again, I don't want you to be distracted as if you just run to other people and allow them to fill up your time. You can use this time when you're feeling lonely to write up a business plan, Figure out where you want your life to be in 5 to 10 years. It doesn't have to be this big step right now, but utilize these times so that you can start to move your life and cultivate life in the way that you want it to go. Do you want to be at the same job that you're at today a year from now? 5 years from now, 10 years from now? What kind of living space do you want to be in? Do you want to have financial freedom? Are you okay with where you are being in this place for the rest of your life? What dreams and goals do you have? This time can be utilized to really figure all these things out, really figure out what your purpose and your calling is. And once you walk into that, you can start to figure out ways to make it lucrative for you. I don't believe that our purpose and calling is just given to us for nothing. I believe that if we make the choice to walk in these things, there is prosperity that is supposed to come from us walking in these things, okay? So if you see yourself being a millionaire, even a billionaire, use this time to see how you can make the steps in that trajectory. When we're constantly busy, and this can be in a time of loneliness or not in a time of loneliness. But when we're constantly busy, I do believe it's good to keep yourself busy. If you are feeling down or unmotivated, it can help to motivate you to keep going. But when it's unhealthily done, where it's just like you just thrust yourself in nothing but work to not deal with life, when we're constantly going and distracted and around other people, it can take away our focus. The things that we could have gotten done and accomplished could have been done probably sooner if we didn't have certain people around us. And I'm not saying that you can't hang out. I'm not saying that you can't have fun. I'm not saying that you can't enjoy your life, but you have to learn how to balance time, and you have to know how to also shift in seasons. Me being able to know how to shift in seasons has helped me so much. This season, maybe I was able to relax and have a little more fun and hang around these people. This next season, I need to be more focused. I need to do this now. I need to focus on this now. Everybody can't have the same access that they may have been able to have to me before, because now I have to focus on this. Now, I'm not saying just cut everybody off now and just, now that you're leveling up, just cut everybody off. But if they are hindering you and holding you back, you may have to do that. You may have to step back some. And if they can't understand this new place that you're going, you can't stop what you need to do for everybody's feelings. You have to stay focused. All right, you guys, so I'm getting ready to wrap up this video. So the main things that I just wanted to get to you is to utilize any times that you're feeling lonely. Utilize that time to tap in and discover any skills, any gifts, any talents. Discover things about yourself that you can now use to be lucrative for yourself. So even though I was actually helping other women to feel beautiful, I was in the business of beauty. I still am, just in a different way, but I was utilizing that way that I was in beauty to make money by doing makeup and facials. And that's not everybody's path. That's not where everybody's gonna go. But for an example, I was utilizing my gift of helping women to feel beautiful by literally applying makeup and helping their skin to improve. Yours can be as simple as just bringing people together in a gaming community by starting your own gaming club, or creating your own game, creating your own software, something like that. It doesn't have to be clearly what I have given an example of. There's so many ways. But once you tap into what you've been given to be able to prosper and to be able to do what you need to do to get yourself to the next level, then if you are somebody who wants to profit off of the gifts and skills and the things you've been given. Now, I don't believe that everything should be a business. I don't believe that everyone should just jump in, create a business from every single thing that you do. Some things are just, you just have them, you can help people. But I do believe there are some people that have businesses wrapped into their gifts and skills and abilities and talents. It's just a matter of knowing if that is for you to do. And I also believe that that is a way that you can create generational wealth by utilizing those gifts. So, is it for you to start a business now that you have these gifts, skills, and ability? Can you lucratively make money from what you're doing? and maximize profits from what you're doing because you have helped people find solutions, or you're leading them in the way that they need it to go now that you have tapped into these things. And if you have been feeling lonely, you being focused on these things and working on these things could be the solution that you needed to address that loneliness. I truly believe that we feel these things for a reason. So maybe it's a season where you're being tugged on and you feel lonely, because it's this tug is to get you to get here. Because once you address this tug, now you can make it in this way, or you can now walk in this direction of life and see greater prosperity. So utilize the time that you have alone to benefit you. I get it that loneliness does not feel good. I get that a lot of things that we can experience as humans don't feel good, but utilize what you can to maximize and profit off of what you can profit off of. Soaking all day and being sad all day is not going to help you in the long run. Yes, you may need a day or two or however long to address what you're feeling and get over what you're feeling, but at some point you're going to have to get up and move forward. You're gonna have to get up and make some progress and not allow feeling lonely or feeling like you don't have your community yet to hold you back. Really look inside of this season and see what is there for you to do and accomplish. So I thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.